This cat started losing a lot of fur, so the owner decided to use it to make tiny slippers, and the cat seemed to love them. But then she noticed that her baby didn't have any slippers, so she asked the cat for a little more fur so she could make a pair for the baby. She began by carefully measuring both of their feet and started crafting. The cat sat beside her the whole time, watching closely to make sure everything was done right. And soon, both pairs of slippers were finally completed. Then she decorated them with cute little flowers and bees. And now, the cat and the baby proudly wear their matching slippers together. Yet this cat only got one like. This owner trained her cat to ask for food whenever she felt hungry. She taught her to ring a small bell and showed her that ringing it meant food would come. Before long, the cat understood that the bell was the key to getting fed. After that, she started ringing it non-stop, even when the owner was busy working. Every time the owner walked over to see what was happening, the mischievous cat would just stare at her like she was asking, "Where's my food?" This man decided to test how his two dogs would handle different water levels. First, the water was only about 1 foot deep, and both dogs could walk and run without any trouble. Then the water rose to 2 feet. At that point, the smaller dog could only move using his front legs, while the husky stayed completely comfortable. Next, the owner raised the water to 5 feet. The small dog could no longer touch the bottom and had to swim just to stay afloat, but the husky was still calmly walking through it. But when the water reached 8 feet, even the husky began to float. That's when both dogs started swimming together but didn't get a single subscribe. When this owner brought home a durian, his cats immediately started rubbing their fur all over it. At first, he thought they might actually enjoy the smell, so he decided to let them try a bite. But the second they sniffed it closely, they almost threw up. That's when he realized the cats didn't like the smell at all. They were just obsessed with rubbing against the spiky shell. Suddenly, the owner got a creative idea. He cut the durian shell into tiny shoe shapes and used the extra cat fur to make the soft upper part. The cats loved the little shoes so much that he even made a matching pair for himself so they could wear them together. This man lifted his hand in front of a food dispenser, and right away, cat food dropped out. Watching this, the first cat raised his paw as well, and to his surprise, it worked. Then the second cat gave it a try and received a treat too. Finally, it was the third cat's turn, but this time nothing happened. He tried every move he could think of, but no food came out. Before long, he looked discouraged. What he didn't know was that his owner was secretly operating the machine from his phone. Seeing the cat's sad little expression, the owner finally tapped the button, and the cat received his well-earned treat. But the cat is still a little sad because he only got one like. This black panther suddenly jumped on a dog in the snow, but not to hurt him. These two are actually best friends. After the panther was abandoned by his mother, a girl took him in and introduced him to her dog. At first, the dog was confused and unsure, but over time, they grew close and became inseparable. They now play together, spend time with their owner, and share a deep bond with each other. But sadly, after all that cuteness, they still didn't get a single subscribe. This woman played a prank by showing her cat a fake ultrasound image while she was pregnant and convinced him the baby belonged to him. After the baby was born, the cat truly believed it and stayed close to the baby at all times. Even when he was busy eating, the second he heard the baby cry, he would immediately run over. Whenever the baby seemed hungry, the cat would alert the mother as if reminding her it was time to feed. When the baby was asleep, the cat would quietly come over and check the diaper. He even joined them on walks with the baby. Over time, their connection became so strong that whenever the baby couldn't see the cat, he would cry loudly and calm down instantly the moment his cat dad came back into view. Yet this cat dad only got one like. When this man got hurt, he decided to get help from his clever dog. He put some money in a small basket and instructed his dog to go to the store and buy some medicine. The dog quickly ran to the pharmacy, but when he arrived, the pharmacist had no idea what kind of medicine was needed. Thinking quickly, the dog lifted his leg, acting like it was injured. The pharmacist immediately understood and handed over medicine for a leg injury. The dog raced back home and gave the medicine to his owner, but sadly, he didn't get a single subscribe. This man put a magnetic necklace on his cat, hoping they could search for hidden treasures together. But before the adventure even really started, the cat suddenly got stuck to the doorframe. After the owner freed him, they went downstairs, only for the cat to instantly stick to a nearby scooter. A little farther ahead, he got pulled onto a parked car as well. The owner had to keep removing him again and again, so they decided to change plans and head into the woods instead. There, the cat attracted many metal objects, but nothing valuable at all. Finally, tired, they returned home, where the cat stuck to another cat's necklace. And just like that, he found a girlfriend instead of treasure. And if you find him cute, leave a like. This tiny puppy eats way too fast. From the first day her owner adopted her, she showed a strong love for food. Every time she was fed, she would rush in like the food might vanish. Sometimes she even ended up biting her own ears by mistake. Because of this, her owner started tying her ears back with hair ties before each meal. Worried that eating so quickly could harm her health, the owner bought special bowls and began training her to slow down. Now she doesn't rush at all. Instead, she jumps into her owner's lap, patiently waits while her ears are tied, and then calmly enjoys every bite. Yet this puppy only got one like.